I finally got to a point where I felt confident enough in my ability to go try to like test my body and my training. And yeah, I guess more than anything, I just want to see if I'm still the runner that I think I am, and that I know I can be, because I haven't been able to like dig deep in a very long time, and I'm just very curious how that's going to feel. My name's Stephen Kersh, and I'm an ultra trail runner for Adidas Terex. I think we're starting there, right? Oh no, we're starting there. That's Ramona Falls, and we're gonna run all the way. We are currently in Hood River, Oregon, getting ready to run the Timberline Trail, which is a 40-mile circumnavigation around Mount Hood. So you're telling me I gotta go run around that thing? Why do you think that was a good idea? I mean, realistically, you'd think it'd be more miles than that to run around it, so. I guess I'm doing this mostly because obviously right now we're in kind of a limbo with like races and opportunities to test your fitness and that kind of thing. So I wanted to go after a fastest known time. I kind of first got into running competitively while I lived in Portland. I went to school there at the University of Portland for 4 years, and yeah, it just seemed like a nice chance to kind of come back somewhere I love, somewhere that gets me really excited about running, and to be able to run around a mountain that was kind of staring at me for 4 years, but I never really got to go there much. Seemed like a nice place to kind of come back and like revisit maybe why I run in the first place. In August of 2019, I woke up and I thought I had a stress fracture in my foot. It was very swollen and it hurt, and I couldn't put any weight on it. So I went to a doctor who told me I had gout. And then within the week of getting that diagnosis, the pain in my foot had spread to most of my joints in my body. So my knees, my ankle, my elbow, my shoulder, was my neck. I like couldn't really move. So then I went to the emergency room, and that's where we kind of had a better idea that this wasn't obviously gout. Basically, they thought I had an infection in my body that then kicked off this thing called reactive arthritis. There's not much you can do, and no one really knew what to do with like a really healthy 28-year-old who was showing symptoms of arthritis. So I had to go to a rheumatologist. Actually, I've gone to 2 rheumatologists, and finally what we've, I think, figured out the diagnosis is something called ankylosing spondylitis, which is an autoimmune disease, and it's something I'll ostensibly have for the rest of my life. Today is Simzia Day. We inject ourselves in the stomach with this prescription, and it makes us feel normal. Yeah, it used to be this cool pen, but now I'm on the syringe diet. It's a little, I don't like it as much, it's scarier. We're gonna do it right here. It's hard to, we got a pinch though, and there's not much to pinch. Yeah, it sucked. I mean, I was on top of the world June of last year after running 100 miles and finishing 7th at Western States, and then, I mean, yeah, like a month later, I can't get out of bed really. It was weird. I've never, I guess I've been very fortunate in my life to not have to deal with too many hard things. Yeah, so I've been very lucky to not have to put myself through a lot of shit. But yeah, that sucked. I guess, yeah, it's nice to be back to a place where I feel confident that I can go run. Because, yeah, there was months where I never thought I'd do it again. So, yeah, maybe that's why.
Why don't we take a quick...
3:40 a.m. Classic. Hitting the road. If you're not waking up at 3 every morning, you're wasting your time. If I do this, I'm able to run the fastest known time. I think it would just confirm a lot of... It would maybe set aside some doubts I have about who I am as a runner right now, after dealing with, you know, all those setbacks and not really having any clear idea about how I stack up. It'd be great to get the record, but at the same time, it'd be great to just like move through the mountains for 40 miles and hopefully just have a nice time and feel good at the end, or feel bad. That'd be fun too. But yeah, the whole thing's gonna be great. You going the right way? Well, okay, bye. All right, we're like 3 miles in. We just got to the first water crossing. There's way more water than I thought. Just kind of had to ford it. We're almost to another one. Let's see what this one looks like. That's fucked. So we're at Ramona Falls trailhead, and we're about 6 minutes ahead of my splits. Should probably cool it down a bit. Kind of put the knife in the heart of this thing too early. We'll see. 1.2 miles in the wrong direction. Just about to get back on the trail. Not a great start. All right, so we're about 34 miles in. 6 hours and 10 minutes. It's going to very soon tick by on the watch. Yeah, it's been a weird day. I basically knew, you know, at 6 miles when I took a wrong turn and I went about 2 kilometers downhill towards the river. And then I got to the river and I looked at my watch and I realized I was off course. And at that point I kind of threw up my hands, and it was always going to be very hard to get that record. And then when that happened, it was pretty much going to be impossible. So I threw myself a little tiny pity party, but then, you know, I still gave it a good effort, and for the next probably 10 to 12 miles, I held on to a glimmer of hope that maybe I could just keep chipping away and get back to it, to record pace, but it went out the window pretty quickly. And yeah, it just got to a point where it was all about just kind of celebrating the fact that I'm even out there, being able to do this. And once I had that kind of mind shift, I really started to enjoy myself. And just kind of take the day as it came. I think I'll try to run that again sometime.